Yes. So what's the relation between this and then the radius?
Okay, so
What's the relationship? Is it inversely proportional? Is R inversely proportional to theta, or is directly proportional?
I think it's
And why?
directly proportional because if theta is bigger, R will also be bigger.
And if theta is smaller,
Definitely.
become smaller.
Yes, sir.
What about safety? You just expressed it. What's about safety? Bigger theta or smaller theta? Which one is safer?
Smaller theta.
Smaller theta is safer, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because then
because the velocity, the centrifuge velocity will be smaller. The velocity will push the drivers away.
yes, you understand what he's saying, right? But I think common sense tells me that if theta is smaller, then I'm approaching a street.
Yeah.
It's like this. You get it? So I'm just increasing this value, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
It's getting bigger. But as this gets bigger, geometry tells me that this gets smaller. As this gets bigger, the angle here, okay, becomes smaller. So as the deflection angle increases, obviously, we are more on a larger curve, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay,
but
sir, yes.
I also have a problem with transitional curve. Assuming someone is driving from a straight line to the transitional curve, but you cannot see that this is the curve, you will still drive at the same velocity.
That is why we have speed limits. So when you see a speed limit, don't be too smart. Okay, so this is what engineers are supposed to say to people out there. When you see, it could be a transition curve you're on, but have you even heard the road safety? What's the name for the organization? Road safety, the National Road Safety Awareness, blah blah blah. Have you heard them even say mention the word transitional curve? Never. We don't practicalize the things we learn. We go to ordinary people, we don't tell it, but the ordinary people are very smart. We're killing them, the engineers. Are you okay? Because when you are right, the person is on a transition curve, but he's thinking, I don't really see anything. Why are they could say? Meanwhile, he's on a very long curve. Just that the curve is elongated. Are you okay? It's not looking like it's not so visible that you're curving, but you are. So when you're on the Kumasi Accra road, when you're on the high road, and you're always going to be on a transition curve. So when you see the speed limit, just listen, because on a calculation has said that this is where so you wouldn't even know that you've actually acted. This is a very good calculation. It's only Christ that can do this contribution.
So the volume, the volume for transitional curve is bigger. Volume. Yes.
Don't go there. Because if we are trying to stay on 2D, and we haven't, please. 2D was now someone has
okay, don't go to 2D. The area.
The area
for a transitional curve.
If you want to talk about curve, a curve is a line. So area is still relevant. Mathematically, you can't say associate an area with a line. You can associate a length with a line. So you want to talk about length?
Yes. So the length of a transitional curve is bigger than the circular curve.
Since he said it, please take note that the length of a curve, this curve, is given by r times theta. Is that okay? Where theta is in radians. Since we are talking about the length, but the length of the transition curve is given by this formula that we are going to talk about, not today. So, but then you are saying, I still want to hear you. You said that
So I wanted to.
So the length is part of.
I wanted to ask whether the length of a transitional curve bigger than the circular curve, because of the explanations that you just gave. You said that you can start a transitional curve without even knowing that you started it. Exactly. But circular curve, when you are on it, you know that it's
so let me just say that circular curves are not serious curves. You see them at AIT's the junction down there, because nobody's really speeding up. Are you okay? So we don't. I mean, you can speed up and go and kill yourself. You see the speed limit here. Like going down even this, you know you can actually speed power.
Yes.
There's nothing that stops you. So that's life. Someone is doing a research, maybe the research will come out that we should be introducing speed limits in urban areas. By that time, you'd have killed yourself already. You're doing your funeral. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's good that we're in university, so we can see all the lapses in the current situation. Do you understand what he's saying, right? So the design of this takes into consideration a lot of safety measures like speed limit, okay, and then the length as well. Okay, it's very important. All right. Okay. What you want to avoid is a sharp change of direction. So if my transition curve wants to bring me gradually into a particular radius, then it's trying to just slow me down so that I don't have a sudden change. In a way, are you okay? But why would you even design a road going from Accra to Kumasi and then intentionally have such a bend? But something you just can't help it. It's the obstacle. Okay. So at that point, you just have to put safety measures, slow down, ramps. That's why sometimes you put a certain ramp. A friend of mine was speeding, and according to him, before he realized, he saw that he was flying in the sky. Okay, so circular curves, they have constant radius, but transition curves don't have constant. The radius is always varying. It's okay. It's changing. It changes up to a certain radius. Are we good?
Yes.
All right. I have to bend to look at my notes. All right. We know the intersection points, right? We know the tangent points. What are the tangent points? Tangent points are T and U. Someone is saying I. Okay, we've heard you. The deflection angle is theta, right? And the radius is R. Okay, that's fine. Okay, a few formulas for us. Have this in mind. You can probably draw this in the notes. Okay, so the tangent length is r tan theta over 2. Okay, r tan theta over 2. The long chord is 2r sin theta over 2. The long chord. So I'm intentionally not touching on some formulas, those online. Okay, so there's this one, dr cos 18,000 over pi d degree curve, r is the radius, d is in degrees. For a d degree curve, this relationship holds true. This is pi. I hope you know, remember. This is the radius of the curve in meters, of course. So, example, if the radius of a curve is 1,500 meters, what is the degree of the curve? So, calculate it for me, guys. Those online, you can cover your screen and then do it. Don't just stare at it. Okay. Cover your screen and then work it. Those online. Are you online?
No.
But are you using the correct scientific calculator? You got wrong answers. This calculator, you think is engineers calculator, you see matrices and then are you here? Complex numbers. Correct. When you remove it, people say, why are you here? Yes, I'm here. Okay. Yeah, stop using that calculator. It's okay. I'm banning it. That calculator is ours. Let me see it. Let me see. YouTube, drop that here. You I'll allow you. I shall allow you. This guy has been using this for projects. Come and see it. Okay, calculate it fast and give me the answer. What is the degree of a curve? If you get it, just tell me. Then you move on. It's okay. So who is done? Be a bit fast. Remember that speed is part of like speeding, not over speeding. But speeding itself is okay. It's okay. Under speeding, we should arrest people for under speeding. Are you aware? When you are not driving fast enough, we should arrest it. Are you aware? You are causing what we call as a hazard. It's okay. You are a hazard. Yes, it's done. It's done. It's done. No.
0.3819.
Oh, you are not confident of it. Okay, what should be the answer?
That is the formula there.
What should you be getting? D is in degrees. Your answer is in. Oh, let's be suggest. Your answer is in. D is in. So if you use this formula and this is in meters, your answer will be in degrees. Is that not so?
Yes.
What answer do you have? Because everything is satisfied, isn't it? 1,500 is in meters, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. So you put here, what is the answer? You know pi, don't you?
Yeah, pi.
Okay, so what's your answer? Be bold, please. Like Nana Kweli's part. Is that okay? Be bold. Be bold. Sad, what do you have? Sad, be careful, okay? And your boss. Right now, is that okay? After class, you can do that for now. Are you working? What's your answer? I don't want to throw anybody. Okay, so please, this one is very simple. Let's do it fast. So that if you have a challenge, we resolve quickly. Maybe not all of us are regular, so then one or two, maybe you've forgotten some of the idea. We can just help you. Okay. What do you have? What did you get?
So I got 0.38197.
38197. Anybody getting the same thing? Anybody getting the same thing?
Yes.
Who is getting it? Okay, good. Degrees. It's not correct. It's not correct. Why? Why are you getting it wrong?
Okay.
Why are you getting it wrong? I'm really
175.
That's what you are getting. So please, these calculators, please throw them away. Buy better calculators that you can use and know that you can put. See, I tried doing what you are doing. Simple numbers. I was getting extremely awkward answers. Are you okay? So please, calculators can usually are getting different answers in the same place. So someone is wrong. Eh?
I said, I got it. 3 points.
That is the answer. You see, sometimes if you're an engineer and you're not careful, you think it's a spiritual issue. Eh? 3 point what?
3.819.
So how come we are getting all these points? Something.
So
I'm getting emotional. You change it. Yo. All right. So the length of a curve is R theta. Put it in your mind. Let me see if I have to keep talking about this. Okay, we're going to look at a deflection angle. Are you okay? So let's clean the board. Are you happy? Should we move on? If anybody is not happy, just say you've paid fees. You need to get value for your money. You can just say, please say you're not going anywhere. You didn't do this. Yes. Should I clean it up? Nobody say anything. Christ, are we good?
Yes, sir.
Are you happy?
Yes, sir.
Christ is happy. Who am I? So, just going to put one formula on the board. Alpha is equal to 17, 18.9 times the length of the chord. Okay, so see the length.